Hi, welcome.
Hello.
We are analyzing Dunearn House. This one is in CCR, walking distance about 6 minutes to 6th Avenue MRT. So preview, it's going to happen from 10 to 21st July. So a bit about the project information. This is in District 11. This is the first plot in the whole Turf City transformation, and this is what we call a first mover advantage because the land bid after the first one is usually higher and the price will usually be higher.
And that really happens.
Based on Lentor Modern was the first one, and everyone was like, wow, Lentor 2000 PSF. But right now, Lentor Modern has already TOP, and the first owners there have already made a good profit. I mean, because they're the first one to enter, they're the first one to go into resale market. That's why there's not so much competition. And right now, for Dunearn House, this is the first one there. Plot ratio is 2.4, meaning they can build highest floor is level 19. The next plot next to it, the land plot is 1.6, meaning they can only build up to about 10 to level 12. This is Dunearn House plot is a higher plot. And also, the next plot that is right beside Dunearn House, the land bid is about 15% higher.
Yes, 1,600.
Correct,
Yes.
1,600. This is
This is
1,004. So about 200 PSF difference. And total, there will be 5 blocks. 2 blocks will be level 19 and 3 other blocks will be level 10. Total 380 units. And we are ranging from 2-bedroom to 4-bedroom premium plus study.
So a bit about the location. This is in D11, and Dunearn House will be the first non-landed private residential in Swiss Club subzone in 33 years. So it's really a very long time since there is a new launch in this zone, this area. So it's surrounded by a lot of GCB and low density and a lot of greenery, quite comfortable to stay, not so dense. And this is the first harmonized project in the new Turf City master plan. As Owen has mentioned, this is the first plot. Then subsequently, there will be more plots coming up.
Based on the master plan, later I will show you the master plan 2025, how the government has already planned out where will be the residential.
In terms of the location, this is a short walk to the MRT station. 6th Avenue is a downtown line. And then this area is known to have a lot of top-tier education from primary school all the way to tertiary. But this is not within 1 km.
Not confirmed yet. MGS developers say they are not confirmed yet. They might be. They don't want to confirm anything yet.
But although it's not within 1 km, if you have children attending the schools here, it's still convenient. You have a lot of primary schools like MGS, Nanyang Primary, Raffles Girls, and then secondary school also, many Nanyang, Hwa Chong, and also JC and even international schools as well.
So Dunearn is located at 6th Avenue MRT. Turf City is going to have another MRT as well, the Cross Island line, and that is over here. But the closest station is still 6th Avenue. So 6th Avenue, if you come out from the project, you turn left, it's 6th Avenue station. So that's the downtown line. So if you turn right, it's another about 7-8 minutes. It can get you to King Albert station, which is an interchange to the Circle Line already. But if you were to walk directly to Circle Line, King Albert is very convenient, also about 7-8 minutes. Location is quite good. So within 7 stations, you can get to 5 different interchange already. You see over here, the Circle Line, the Brown Line, Red Line, Purple Line is all within just a few stops from 6th Avenue station. And the future Cross Island line is going to lead you all the way down, past Pasir Ris, down all the way to T5. So from King Albert station, you can go directly all the way to Terminal 5. So this is going to be a very convenient location. And for Turf City, what I heard is that it's going to be a 10 minutes neighborhood as well, meaning within 10 minutes you can get to your MRT station, amenities as well as clinics, everything will be within distance. Because a new area, so government will make plans for it.
So if we zoom in to the land plots in Turf City, this is where Dunearn House is, launching soon. And then beside it, this plot of land has already received the highest bid already, 1,625 PSF PPR. So this one, the size are pretty similar, about 300 plus units. But the next plot, there will be some commercial space, about 1,400 square meter on level 1. So not a very big area, but definitely might be more convenient. Of course, the main difference is the price of the land. So this is 1,600, this Dunearn House is 1,400. Already about 200 plus difference already.
Quite a difference there. So if I take like a 3-bedder 1,000 square feet, we're talking about 200,000 difference already.
And then the break even, of course, it will be much higher. So we can expect the starting price maybe at least about 3,000.
Because the break even is already at 2,000 and plus a bit of developer profit margin, we're talking about close to 3,004.
In order to earn a little bit of profit.
So right now, if you can get something at Dunearn House below 3,000 to it's a very solid entry. So a little bit about the master plan. So this master plan was in 2019 and this is in 2025. So you can see this whole area, turf area has changed, has transformed. Government has already made plans for this area. So a lot of greenery, a mix of greenery, and you can see the orange one is actually pure residential and the pink are the mix, means residential, and the lower level will be the commercial. So there's areas planned out for commercials within the area, and they're going to conserve the Turf City area. It's going to be conserved. They haven't announced what's going to be there yet, but the whole mall is actually pretty big. So they can make plans for supermarket easily, shopping malls, and the whole turf, where the horse right around the whole turf area, right? The whole grass greenery is going to be more or less maintained as well. On top of that, government already announced 15 to 20,000 new homes, a mix of private and HDB. And these two, Dunearn is over here. These two will be the first plot in the entire area.
So we are not so sure yet how many HDB flats, the ratio, we are not so sure yet.
So this is really the first one to move, to be ready in 3 to 4 years time. As I mentioned about first move advantage, so we're taking Lentor example because Lentor was the newest estate with a lot of project to come, which is very similar to Turf City. So Lentor model was the first project. Number 1 is the first project to launch. Right now they have already TOP, and number 7 is Lentor Gardens. They currently previewing right now. So if you can see, Lentor model has already TOP. So these are the profit that the first owner have already made. Okay? And the highest transaction for 2-bedder has already reached 2006 PSF. And if I were to post-harmonize it, because Lentor model is pre-harmonized one, means aircon ledge is inclusive. So if I remove the aircon ledge, instead of 732 and 699 square feet, and it will bring you to 2007 PSF. That's the main reason why the recent land bid was at 1002, because they can also sell around 2007, because it was already a proven transaction over here that people are willing to pay. And that's why we say it's important to go in as a first mover, because the next few land bid, or even the last land bid over here in Lentor, are going to use this transaction as the new selling price, which Dunearn House, the first one, they're going to set the new benchmark, and the next plot next to it is going to follow suit. Unless they bid it lower, then maybe they can price it a bit more attractively. But based on land bid, they bid it 15% higher. Unlikely they're going to have a lower price than Dunearn House.
So we go into the site plan. There will be total of 5 blocks. It's actually differentiated into 2 collections. One is the luxury collection, mainly consists of the smaller unit, 2-bedders and 3-bedders, smaller 3-bedders. And then the pinnacle collection is over here. This will be the bigger unit type, like the bigger 3-bed and the 4-bed rooms.
These 3 blocks are the one that is until level 10 only. Then the other pinnacle collection
19,
is
right?
until 19.
Still full condo facilities, tennis court. This is a 50-meter lap pool. There is another small pool.
Wellness is a wellness pool. So the area is a bit quieter. You can see they plan out in a way that the pinnacle collection a bit very comfortable for own stay. The main lap pool and the kids area over here are all very far away from the pinnacle collection.
So more exclusive.
Quiet,
this area.
exclusive.
So facing wise, this is north. So mainly northeast and southwest lah.
So you can see over here, this road is created. Right here's the next plot over here. So this road is a cul-de-sac road where it's only serving this and this condo. It's very nice, very quiet. No one's going to enter your area. A very nice entrance. Not in front, in the main road there here. Going to cause a jam lah. So they actually created this.
Then for the unit mix, the smallest unit type is 2-bed, 1-bath. 527 square feet all the way to 4-bed premium plus study. Biggest unit is 1378 square feet. So there are 3 unit types here in the show flat: 2-bed plus study, 3-bed plus study, and 4-bed plus study. The percentage wise, still the highest percentage will be the smallest 2-bedroom units, then followed by the 4-bedrooms, and then the 3-bedrooms. Maybe the developer also hope that those smaller family size
without children.
It's a good chance to enter into the CCR.
This area, right, previously is a very own stay area. It's not like an investor area but coming to rent it out. It's a very own stay one. So this Turf City transformation is going to change the area quite a fair bit. Because we mentioned left and right are the GCBs. They are really very own stay profile. So you can see from this percentage wise, things change a little bit here. The 2-bedder have almost 50%. And of course, based on the Singapore statistic, there are a lot of couples that do want children. So 2-bedroom is actually very comfortable. And that's why the 2+ study is a very solid layout. Kitchen has window, toilet has window. The sofa to the TV wall to wall are 2.7 meter. Usually you see that in the 3-bedder only. it's actually quite nice for our own stay. So this, we do expect quite a few first-time buyer or couple coming into this project as well.
We might break the norm for this area because Turf City is developing. So there will be 15 to 20,000 new homes. So definitely it will attract young couples and families to come in. Also, we might see some better rental in this area as well for the smaller bedroom type. And if you want to come in here as families, of course, there are also the bigger unit types to cater to you.
Okay, so a bit about the recent land bid. Dunearn House is in the CCR region, so the blue are the CCR region. Dunearn House right now is at 1410 PSF PPR land bid. River Modern is the closest one at 1420 and they are already 93% sold. And Boo is coming soon as well at Holland. So the next plot, as we mentioned, is 1625. So you can see these top 4 are the one launching next year. And this highest at 1008 is going to launch very close to 4000 PSF in Newton. So the past few years, we do see the RCR projects outperforming the CCR because there was a policy change a few years ago where foreigners tax came in 60%. In the past, CCR region was mostly purchased by foreigner.
It's mostly affected by it.
So the moment they added in this foreigner 60%, we saw CCR index didn't perform so well anymore. But this actually gives Singaporean a lot of opportunity to move to CCR. In the past, it's very hard to enter CCR. So right now, it's a very nice opportunity to enter. And we do expect CCR to go back to the previous norm of being the highest PSF, surpassing the RCR. Right now, RCR and CCR, the gap is very close. So you can see clearly next year, this is going to happen. This is 4,000 and the highest land bid right now for RCR is at 1,005 Dover. The one that is close to the Hudson Place one. This one is going to close to 3,000 range already. The gap is going to be widened next year. So really don't miss out on these 2 projects, Amberwood and Dunearn House. So like I mentioned earlier, River Modern land bid was actually the closest to Dunearn House. You can see from here, these past few launches that has already launched, their average are ranging from 3,001 to 3,004 PSF. So what could Dunearn House average be at this price? We expect it to be very close to what those are already launched. Because you can see Waco Land launched River Modern 3266 PSF and it was already 90% sold, which means people in the CCR region are accepting this price. And you can see here River Green 94% sold, River Modern 93% and Upper House 81% sold. These are the ones that are already launched, and on the right side are the project that's going to launch upcoming on next year. So you can see from here, the highest right now, Upper House, it's at close to 3,005 PSF. And River Modern, 3266. So we expect Dunearn to be quite close to this area. And next year, Newton plot, these 2 Newton plot are going to go very close to the 4,000 PSF range. This is going to be the future 2027 price. And we are not going to see this again because of the upcoming land bids.
Yeah, they're going higher and higher.
So one of the newest condo in the area of Dunearn House is 4th Avenue Residences. They TOP in 2023. So looking at the 2-bedroom has already transacted at 2,006 PSF. And this is pre-harmonized. So if I harmonize it, it's at 2,008 PSF. And the 3-bedroom at 2,008 post-harmonized is at 3,000 PSF. So this is the resale price already transacted. And right now, Dunearn House is going to start from 2008 PSF. So right now, Dunearn House is launching the same as a resale price and it's brand new.
Let's touch a bit on some of the common concerns about this area. So we are going to talk about 2 of the concerns. One of the concerns about Dunearn House is that this Bukit Timah area, the projects here are not making money. Let's have a look at 2 of the more recent projects that are around the area. We can have a look at this is Bukit Timah area. This is the Dunearn House location. And then close by, we have Royal Green and 4th Avenue. So they are launched in 2019. Both of them launched the same year. So we can see for Royal Green, this is a freehold project. And then 4th Avenue Residence is a 99 years leasehold. So Royal Green, we can see that the profitability-wise is not very good. And there are some who make losses as well. And as for the 4th Avenue Residence, the profits are also not fantastic. So that's why this is one of the concerns that people will have. If you buy into this area, will I make money or not? Is it safe to enter? Let's have some study. Let's compare with Bukit Timah area versus Tampines area in 2019. And This is Royal Green and 4th Avenue. If we compare with Treasure at Tampines, also launched in the same year, 2019, they are making very good profits now. Let's have a look at this graph. If we go back to 2019, right, we can see that the launch price is very different. There is a huge gap. So this line is Treasure at Tampines. So in 2019, on average, the launch price is 1,300 plus PSF versus 4th Avenue and Royal Green is about 2004 and 2007 PSF. The gap is 80%.
Like I mentioned, CCR last time, the gap is very wide.
So not easy for people to accept this kind of pricing in 2019. That also tells why now, right, it's not as profitable. But you see, as for Treasure Tampines, they are making good profit. Whereas if we look at another project in 2019 as well, they are launched in 2019, Daintree Hill. This is also close to Bukit Timah. They are in the upper Bukit Timah area, D21, Beauty World. Their launch price in 2019 is 1,600 plus PSF. So at that point of time, the gap with Tampines area, the OCR area, is 23%. So the gap is not so big. We feel that the price that was set is very important. This pricing is actually still acceptable back then compared to previously when we see like 2007, 2004 PSF is really too high at that point of time, 2019. And then if we fast forward today, if we compare Bukit Timah area versus Tampines area as well, one of the recent launched Pinery Residence just launched already. Their average selling price is 2,500 PSF compared to if Dunearn House were to launch with an average of 3,200 PSF. The price gap is only 25%. So it seems like this pricing seems to make sense now.
Because other than Pinery, there are projects like Vela Bay and OCR. They have already reached about 3,000 PSF. So the gap now we are seeing in RCR, OCR, very marginal, not much.
And then another example is Bukit Timah versus the OCR in 2019. Another example is Park Esta. So here we can see also the price gap compared to 4th Avenue in 2019 is 42%. So Park Esta now is also making good profits. And then for now, we have Vela Bay. Vela Bay just launched with an average of 2,886 PSF. So it's really very close to 3,200. It's only a 10% price gap because we are anticipating that this will be around the average.
Based on river model past few launches.
So for CCR and close to MRT, this price actually it makes sense.
Like I mentioned, the Newton, the future next year CCR price is going to reach the 4,000 PSF. So right now, it's still a safe entry for CCR region.
Another concern that people will have is because there are a lot of freehold in this area. So might as well just get the freehold resale. They are cheaper. Why not just go for resale instead? Let's have a study of the freehold in this area. So if we look at the freehold within 1 km of Dunearn House, there are mainly two categories. One is the boutique freehold, and then the other one is the bigger freehold. So mainly there are two categories. So if you see the boutique freeholds, right, they are actually already like 1977, 1998.
The youngest is the 6th Avenue 2010.
So they are all pretty old already. And of course, yes, they are cheaper, but old meaning that the pricing wise might not appreciate that much already. And then you will have
very high maintenance, sinking fund concern. They change swimming pool, lift, intercom.
And then when you are small, because they're boutique, they are small, meaning you will need to share more of the cost lah.
Correct.
Because you don't have so many people to share with you.
In the end, because of boutique project and there's so few units, right? When someone say, I want to change the swimming pool, tiles or the lift, right? Then they vote and don't go through because some of them might not want to contribute to that. We went to see quite a few resale. In the end, although it's freehold and good location, but the condition actually not very fantastic.
Because the maintenance it plays a very big part of it.
If owners do not wish to top up money to change, then the whole condition of the condo
it will look very dull and will not attract new buyers.
That's why the value won't appreciate. That's the main reason. And it's also this thing called harmonization. Just go and look at these past 2-3 years launches floor plan versus this era floor plan. You will see a huge difference. Aircon ledge, big balcony, very weird shaped floor plan. Or even bedroom, there are like 7 square meter, can only fit a single bed, a very odd single bed, facing the door, things like that. Go and see. So that's why all these resale projects that are older, they are not performing anymore. Because I come in and buy as a resale buyer, I will go and see the unit. I'll say, hey, this one cannot fit queen size bed. Cannot fit a single and a study table. Like, how do I stay here for the next 5-10 years? So all these older projects are not performing anymore because of the previous layout. There's already a lot of changes to the harmonization, like aircon latches, balcony size, things like that. So we can see right now after harmonization, this floor plan, this new layout is the one for the next 10 years or so already, 10, 20 years, because it's very efficient, very space efficient.
And these are the boutique freehold. Other category is the bigger freehold. The thing is, yes, they are bigger as in there are more number of units. There are like 600 plus, 500 plus number of units. But they're also quite old already. 14 to 29 years, about 30 years old now. The youngest one in the area is Royal Green, TOP in 2021. But the thing is, by the time Dunearn House TOP, it will be about 10 years old. Also not very new lah. And the price wise now is going 2005 to 3004 PSF, is maybe slightly more expensive than what Dunearn House will be launching. But then one thing is Dunearn House will be newer lah, will be 10 years younger. Basically, these are the freeholds that we have pulled out in Dunearn area. So in comparison, whether you prefer to get freehold land, but they are much older, versus 99 years leasehold but brand new.
There are pros and cons of freehold you can pass down as an asset to your next generation. But it comes with a lot of costs involved. That's why we say about older maintenance fee. I passed on to my son after I pass on maybe in 50 years time. Can you imagine with the rising cost of maintenance, landscape, swimming pool, things like that, the maintenance of an older condo is going to be very high. Change the lift, things like that. So with this resale buyer, we really go and see freehold, go and see resale. At first, they think freehold is really the best choice, number one choice. But after seeing the condition, we sit down, weigh out the pros and cons. You're going to hold it for maybe 10 years, 20 years, then you're going to downgrade already. After our children move out, we don't need to be in this area anymore, maybe a two-bedder. So in the end, they say, no lah, actually, why should I pay so much more for freehold when the new location, the new condo location is better, nice new facilities, karaoke room, all kind of thing. We realized a lot of buyers in the end also shifted to a leasehold.
So it really depends on your plan, whether you are going to hold and stay for how long. So if you're maybe within 10 to 15 years, you are looking to move, then it doesn't really matter whether it's freehold or leasehold. So unless it's really legacy planning, you really want to keep it for your
very long
generations. But then I think freehold.
Then maybe wait for en bloc, but a bit difficult.
Not easy.
It's not. As you see a lot of condo, try to en bloc for many years. Because the thing is, developer want to buy cheap and make high profit. So why would they want to pay a premium for freehold land? Then if they can't sell it high, then in the profit, they might as well go buy a 99 land, bare land. Then they sell it higher, they will make more profit. So we don't see it as a chances of en bloc. It's quite difficult lah. So when it's difficult to en bloc and you have a very high maintenance fee, how long are you going to hold it for? How many years are you going to hold it for? Instead of a legacy, it might become like a burden to your next generation.
Might also be hard to dispose.
Very hard to dispose. Our resale buyer in the end going to buy a 99-year lease, a brand new 2-year-old or brand new launch one. That's why you see the valuation going higher and higher. Because when there's transaction, then the value will go up. And freehold or boutique don't have much transaction. That's why it doesn't appreciate that quickly. Layout analysis. So the smallest here is a 2-bed, 1-bath. It's a dumbbell unit. So bedrooms on both sides. This is actually very good for 2-bed, 1-bath because you have a proper dining area.
Yeah. And also the enclosable kitchen.
This is actually very rare, 2-bed, 1-bath. And a proper dining space, because you go and see the other layout for most of the other project. It's either a galley kitchen, then the dining table is out of nowhere, you have a dining table. And you see outside here, there's still area here. You can still put like a chair here or a shoe cabinet here. You don't really see that in a 2-bed usually. There's no space for this and that. But as I mentioned, this is really designed for own stay. Very comfortable own stay. And the walls here are all hackable. Feel free to redesign the whole place or knock down one room and make a very nice hosting area. So these are the 2-bed, 1-bath view. The main road actually is here lah. So the 2-bed, 1-bath are all facing this side, and these are the 60-meter kids play area. And moving on to the 2-bed, 2-bath, similarly you have an enclosable kitchen, dining space here, and dumbbell more or less the same. This has the most number of units here, the most number of stack, pool facing, all facing inwards. So if I were to choose, I would definitely choose this because you have a very far block to block here compared to here. I still got this unit, I still got pool view and very far distant to the other block.
Then we go move on to the 2-bed plus study.
Mm.
There are 3 different layouts.
More or less the same.
More or less the same. The difference mainly in the entrance corridor. This one slightly bigger. And then also the study. And the thing is the study, this wall is hackable.
So right now in the show flat, this wall is not there. And they made a very big dining area there.
So you can potentially just remove this as well. Make your whole living dining area to be bigger.
It's really quite big. You go see the show flat.
Yeah.
I was very impressed by this 2-bed study.
So actually pretty good. And this is a traditional layout. It's not dumbbell layout. And then one very plus point, all the bathrooms and the kitchen are naturally ventilated. There are windows. Really quite rare for a 2-bedroom.
Very rare, really.
Yeah, really,
2 plus study
really
to
very rare.
have all these attributes really stand out, not just CCR, the whole Singapore market.
So really very livable lah. Own stay wise can really consider this.
Usually you see this only in a 3-bedder.
So the location for the 2 bedrooms, they are all over here. 2-bed plus study lah. So they are inward facing and also outward facing. So of course the outward facing might be a bit noisy lah.
A little bit, correct.
The road.
They tried to build the children play area so that the blocks are a bit further back. So my go-to is still these two lah. This 26 and 27. A very nice view. Even view here as well.
Then next 3-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 3-bed plus flexi. The size is quite similar. So the main difference is the WC. For the flexi, there is a WC additional. Basically, the home shelter for the 3-bedroom is replaced with the flexi area around there.
Much better, really very flexible because the wall there hackable.
This one you can hack. So you can potentially make this into a wet and dry kitchen and then dining area. You can close up here. Or you can close this up for a helper's room also, or even a study room if you don't need a helper's room.
Instead of the home shelter where you have the door and you might not be able to install a fan in there. 936 square feet, very good layout for 3-bedder.
And also, there are all windows in the bathroom and the kitchen. The location-wise, there are only 2 stacks each. So the 3-bed plus flexi, they are in the middle block, also facing inwards. Then where else the 3-bedroom, they are over here, 2 blocks, one of them facing inwards and one outwards lah.
So the 3 plus study, this one is at the show flat. These 2 layout more or less is just the entrance different lah. This one directly come in, you will have a full view of the balcony. This one you have a bit of an enclosed area for your show cabinet. More or less everything the same. Oh, I forgot to mention, the room size are huge here. They are all 9 square meter. Usually you have 8 square meter, so this is 9. Very comfortable for own stay. And this one you get a slightly bigger living room. Kitchen, 8 square meter. This is 7. That's about it, more or less they're the same. Location, they are both facing the pool. This one, you'll be facing this block lah. So this one, you have this pocket view here. Moving on to the 3-bed premium. So this is the biggest one. Like we mentioned, this is the pinnacle collection. 3-bed premium onwards are all located here. And you can see there's only 4 units per level. Point block, comparing to these 3. Point block means very quiet, very private. You're only sharing the lift with 3 other units. And for the 3-bed premium, you have a dry kitchen already provided and a wet kitchen here. And you can see from the show flat, they have a proper yard area. This is something not many new project we see anymore. It's actually like part of the kitchen. So this proper yard, there will be a Stygon provided. So there'll be a washing machine and a Stygon, which is the laundry system mount to the ceiling provided for you already.
Very livable for families.
And facing wise is this and this. As I mentioned earlier, this plot is at 2.4. The next plot is at 1.6. So this block at highest floor level 19, if you buy a higher floor facing this direction, you can have a very nice view of the Turf City if you're on a higher floor. Because this is a new transformation area, they planning in the way we call it urban design, where you don't see every single block at a high block at all level.
It'll be up and down.
It'll be up and down, up and down. It's the same for Lentor and the same for Marina as well, or even One North. The blocks are all up and down because this is what we call urban design. They want it to be more livable. Not I come out, I see all tall buildings, very claustrophobic. So all the blocks will be high and low. The plots in front are more or less all lower, all 1.6 in front. You go see the master plan, the plot in front, all is 1.6. So the higher floors on these 2 blocks will have a very nice view because we are at 2.4 plot ratio.
So we can expect the price also
Big jump lah.
to be loading there.
Possibly.
So next we move on to the 4-bedroom. Also, there'll be 2 stacks of this 1184 square feet. Basically, this is the nicer wider living area, landscape living room. Very comfortable. There will be a lot of sunlight from there. Also wet and dry kitchen. Basically very well planned out. Then there is a proper yard area as well. And also the home shelter is in the kitchen.
So actually you can enclose that area for a private helper's area.
You can enclose here.
So all the clutter is at the back.
So if you have a helper, they can stay over here, and there is a WC as well. So it's like separated from the rest of
the living hosting area. Just one thing, the 4-bedder here don't have private lift. But it's okay, I think it's point block.
Already quite exclusive. Only 4 units per level. Next, 4-bed premium. More than 1,003 square feet for 2 layouts. We can see the main thing is the kitchen. The kitchen is, you can open it up. There is a sliding door where you can close up when you need to cook. And then when there's guests, you can open up. There is an island over here.
To play your poker cards. It's at the show flat right now and it's very squarish, very nice. I think it's very similar to, I think like Zion Grand or Promenade Peak. Also very similar.
River Modern.
River Modern also.
River Modern also.
So this is a very popular 4-bedder layout where you have this squarish kitchen, island in the middle.
So of course it's really going to be very comfortable here. And we can see the master bath. There will be 2 sinks, his and hers. So this is something different from the smaller 4-bedroom.
And also the bedroom 2 and bedroom 3, they have their own attached bath, Jack and Jill. This is not accessible to the guests lah. So this is the one that is the main common bathroom for guests. So actually 1, 2, 3 all have their own attached bath except for bedroom 4.
And they only have 1 stack each in the Pinnacle collection. So 1 facing outwards and 1 inward. This is the biggest unit type, 4-bedroom premium plus study. Basically the study, the additional space is this study area here. And in the master bedroom, there is like a proper wardrobe area, left and right. Or if you want to do something more comfortable, you can even try and hack away this one. But then the cabinets you have to remove as well.
Because like I mentioned, the walls are hackable. You can convert the study to your wardrobe or a part of your master bedroom. Right now, the show flat, they actually hack a part of this wall here. So once you go in this room, you have full access to the entire place. Go and take a look. It's quite interesting. So this area became like a very private bedroom area. Comparing this and this, the bedroom size is 15 and this is 17 square meter. You can see it's huge. I put one king size bed, I still got another space here.
You can put a study.
You can put 2 king size bed. I sleep my own king size, then my wife sleep her own king. So it's very huge. And a study comes with a window as well.
So location also 2 stacks. 2 stacks over here.
This, we just received the starting price for Dunearn House. 2-bedroom going to start from 1.47, 3-bedroom from 2.6, and a 4-bedder from 3.6. Based on this price, the PSF is about 2,000. So we just got this pricing today.
Hours ago.
We were expecting the price to be around 3,002, as we mentioned earlier, the average price. 2,008 is a very, very good starting price. And you can see the huge comparison is River Modern, the land bid about the same. They have already achieved 3,266. So we do expect Dunearn House to also achieve this average price. So if you can get something within from 2,008 all the way to maybe 3,002, 3,001, very good entry price for CCR. And this is currently the latest PSF range for River Modern. They have already achieved up to 3,008 PSF. Also similar, the lowest PSF, the starting price 2,008, very similar. So we do expect the same thing to happen here for Dunearn House.
So that's all from us today about Dunearn House. Preview starting 10 July. Yes, very soon. If you have any questions about Dunearn House or you want to find out more about any other new launches or want to have a look at the floor plans, do drop us a WhatsApp.
It will send you the information, no applications, just purely to share more information with you or to make an appointment to come down to the show flat. Thank you. See you in the next one.
Thank you. Bye-bye.